Hurry up, man.
Undefeated start against a winless Skin. Let's see if this week goes chalk or if it's an upset brewing in week 4. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game.
You can find Sophie or fucking boxes with this one.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Motion man is the tight end here, going left. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Another carry for him. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Hold on, Chips.
First and 10 now from the 30.
What the?
I don't know what kind of omni movement that is. What you trying to do? I think you was missing the omni part.
He was jumping up and down to the
back carries here. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Justin Reed with the tackle. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
NK Puzzle. My Indian Nizzle.
This time it's a passing play. His first throw is an interception. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back, the pick 6. They'll try this extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the 49ers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
No, I shot this nigga 5 times.
Hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line.
That's great.
And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20.
I'm about to call a sub. NKP code. These two niggas getting off. Okay. I'm gonna call a sub. You get a trio.
He's a sub, man. He's a sub.
So we only got one option, man. It's Hef this time of night.
Right, Yippity, man. Come on.
What you doing over there, man?
Mad and man. I know he hears me.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best phrase, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Back to throw. Into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Blown back, it's the handoff. And he stopped after running it up across the 45 to the 46. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
They give it to him again. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
What? Move.
He'll throw it. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Here comes the Saints punting unit. Back deep for the 49ers is Deebo Samuel. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. That punt gets up to 59 yards.
Get in the truck, brother.
And the 49ers will take over deep on their own side. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Oh, risky.
First tone of the game for James Cook. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Making the stop that time, Kool-Aid McKinstry. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know. And you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
Right now.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
You did. And you did. I'm sure y'all didn't have to do that.
Hey, I told him it's over.
Here's Williams.
We all understand.
Complete beyond the mark.
Maybe y'all understand because y'all talk, but.
After a nice gain.
Well, you gotta talk. You gotta talk to him.
You're not going to last long.
You gotta unmute him and talk to him. So you
He
can
don't
understand it.
He don't want to talk to the other best friend.
Continue the series.
Put the car in reverse. Hit that motherfucker.
Jeez, this nigga about to get.
That shit ain't gonna do nothing, nigga. I'm dead, nigga.
Williams to throw on first.
Nobody else want to shoot this nigga?
Deep down the middle. He's got it inside the 25.
Did he give up?
Yeah, he fell back.
The 49ers.
Yeah, get another trip, bitch.
13 zip. That one right down the middle. And the 49ers
That truck was supposed to blow that car up. When he reversed.
The 49ers
I
have on
don't
the
know
tee
about
as they kick it away
That shit
here.
ain't gonna blow up no car, nigga. I don't know why I listen to your dumb ass.
Hit that motherfucker.
Nigga said, put it in reverse. Put it in reverse, Terry.
back, Terry.
Put it in
I'm
reverse,
getting
Terry.
sleepy.
Smack your daddy.
Oh boy, here we go. They got
Smack
another
your
call.
goddamn daddy.
They'll come out throwing.
What the fuck is this?
Oh, here you go, boom.
That's caught. Keenan Allen.
Come on. Make it over there. 1 minute, 37 seconds.
Back, Terry.
Yeah, so go ahead, unmute, have Jerk, and talk it out, please, sir.
What's the point of talking?
Get an understanding. Y'all can get an understanding.
There's no understanding. I'm not going to explain something that I explained 3-4 days ago.
Well, he unmuted. All right. Tell him your beef, Jerk.
Oh, he was talking reckless. You can't just talk reckless and expect me to just forgive you like that.
I was talking to reckless to you?
Yes. To the both of us.
About what?
You don't remember the conversation? You need me to remind you?
Have you listened to the YouTube?
Just remember, we're not arguing. We're talking it out.
No,
he's playing it like he doesn't remember the conversation.
I said if I
you don't remember what he said.
I said if I listened to the YouTube and I was wilding and screaming and etc., I would apologize. And looked at the YouTube and we realized that I was just having a regular conversation.
All right, so that's the first discrepancy because you're saying yelling and screaming. He's not saying you were yelling and screaming. He was saying that what you were saying was foul and disrespectful.
Which part?
Everything you said to his best friend.
Which part?
I'll let him answer that.
I didn't hear what he said.
I said which part? My headset went out. Does that? I don't know what's wrong with it.
Hold on, let me turn you up, the helicopter. Let me turn you up so I can hear you. I don't want to.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again.
All right, go ahead.
I said which part was disrespectful?
Second interception of the season.
Not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions.
I wish I had paper and pen. I got a couple of things,
get to this bar.
And frankly, why some of the best
we have loadout money.
Have baseball in their background because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out.
The part,
but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Oh, niggas is here. I knew it. I saw people. God damn, this nigga Chip set us up, bro.
Them niggas was high. That nigga jumped out like a fucking roach, nigga. That nigga.
He sure did, bro. That nigga was in the fucking statue.
Nigga jumped out and said,
I was like, yo, what did I just see somebody? Where's my...
Back to Levi Stadium.
Bitch ass niggas.
All right, so here's let me get to the lobby.
Join on me, NKP and
we're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They've got 1st and 10 here. Looking. All
right, so originally when you first came into the conversation, you came in high.
One more.
Oh, okay. Came in high. That's fine. We try to explain to you. Try to be patient. But then you threatened us by saying that you were going to give your money back, like almost you want a refund. So that was one thing. But, that's fine. I let that go. We tried explaining to you, wasn't trying to listen. You kept going on and on and on.
Right.
Then you went on to say that when I try to make an example and I try to reason with you and try to give an analogy in comparison to us supporting you for your birthday, you went ahead and kind of like
double down.
Okay. You guys done?
You doubled down. No, I'm not done. You doubled down on like that Chips doesn't support you. And then you continued on with this attitude of, yo, just give me my money, I'm not trying to do what the fuck you're trying to say.
Okay. So I'm sure you haven't listened to the YouTube again since you have felt this way, correct?
Yeah, I'm the one that has it.
You listen to it again?
Yeah.
And you said I came in hot.
You don't agree that you came in hot?
No. I came in.
That's the end of the conversation. I can't rationalize the logic with you.
Well, I listened to you. I came in explaining to you guys why I thought what you were doing was a mistake. I thought Chips came in hot. Which is why I kept coming to you saying, yo,
what does that have to do with me?
I was asking you to be impartial and be a mediator, which is what Yitty did, which you refused to do because I
tried to explain to you, and then you were just like oblivious to what was going on. I told you he was the bachelor. I had to go through him. It was his decision.
But so can I just ask something?
He was saying that. You weren't saying anything. He was saying, yo, it's my event. It's my bachelor party. I should be involved. I don't care. What if I wanted someplace nice? And I said quietly, I said, I also like some. I'm picky too.
That's not what you said. You didn't say quietly.
I said I'm picky too.
But you did not say this.
Let me say this, because you
maybe
said
you should listen to the YouTube again.
No, hold on, listen. You did say you came in hot. So
you guys listen to
definitely happened.
So now that you guys have done it, you took offense. Here's what I took offense to. When I throw birthday parties every year, I spend thousands of dollars. Thousands. No, because you said you don't tell me what to do about birthday, right? If somebody did anything for me and threw me a surprise party, or bought me a steak, or bought me a bottle of wine, or a 6-pack of beer, I would be extremely, or took me to dinner, I'd be extremely grateful. It's never happened. It's never happened.
Chip. This is how it went left last time. Because you keep jumping in. Leave. Let him finish. Just stop.
Dudes are comparing.
This is between him and Jerk.
Dudes are comparing a party.
No, but he's talking about.
But this is between him and Jerk. You told them two to talk. Just stop. Let them talk.
I'm not a promoter. So when niggas compared, niggas pitching in to throw Chips in the event, and I'm like, Chips, why are you so heavily involved in this engagement to my party? Like, dudes is doing me a favor. I took offense to that, and that's when I got angry.
It wasn't that. We're trying to say that, or what we were trying to tell you was that your money is going to support Chips, just the way we're supporting you. Granted, maybe Chips doesn't support you in the financial means as maybe other people do, but for you to be like, yo, you don't do nothing, or to downplay him, like, yo, he doesn't do anything.
See, that's the problem. You were caping for Chips when I was having an argument for Chips.
Because you can't argue that. You can't argue with me. You cannot argue with me in that. What are you talking about?
It's not your place to defend Chips and choose sides when he and I are having a debate, and I'm trying to tell him.
I'm pointing out that you're wrong in saying that. You definitely can't say that to me. I supported you beyond measure.
Say what to me?
What are you talking about?
This is not about what people do for me.
I was giving you a comparison and an analogy, and you couldn't understand that.
And I didn't agree with your analogy, and I told several people your analogy, and they didn't agree either. They didn't agree either.
That's fine. It may have been a bad example, but your rebuttal was even worse.
My rebuttal was what? If I can't
Chips doesn't do anything. Chips doesn't do anything for me. What are you talking about? Chips doesn't do anything. I paid lots of money for my party. Chips has nothing to do with this. Chips doesn't do anything. If you want to listen
to the YouTube again, and this is the whole, the bottom line is it was never about the money. It was about, if I'm going on a trip and I'm a picky person, and I don't want to stay to it gross, a conversation should be had.
That's fine. That's all you had to say, and I told you that's all you had to say.
That's what I said.
You didn't say that. You said give me my money. Again. I will.
I didn't say give me my money at first. I said give me my money.
You said this is not how we do business. This is not how we do business. This is not how we do business. You didn't want to hear any type of reasoning or logic at all.
There was no reasoning or
logic. Y'all can't talk over each other. Take turns. Take turns.
I felt like Chips was yelling. I said, fine, then give me the money back. Chips came in, you were gone. Chips came in the chat, and so Chips came in the chat, and so I was yelling and went crazy and crashed out. And when he played the YouTube, there was no crash out.
I feel like you might be a little delusional, bro.
There was no crash out. Feel free to play the YouTube for the entire chat. I don't care. Play it for them and tell me if I crashed out. And tell me in what world.
I don't have to even play for them.
In what world where Chips is saying he has a right to have a say in stuff because it's his bachelor party and his party, quote unquote.
It is his party. He does have a right.
And I don't get extended that same courtesy. All I wanted was the same courtesy.
But you did not express your opinions like that.
Bro, I didn't get a chance.
You were disrespectful. You were threatening.
Are you gonna let's play the YouTube for the chat again? Play the YouTube for the chat again, please.
I don't have to do that.
I think you should.
We have a difference of opinion, and this is where...
No, we don't have a difference of opinion. We don't have a difference of opinion.
We're not agreeing on this.
I asked you to play
I felt like you came in hot during the conversation. I felt like you were disrespectful.
So did Chips.
I felt like you were threatening. I felt like you weren't delivering your opinion on a very friendly level. You were just yelling and being like...
I was yelling? Okay, we'll play the YouTube again. And if I was yelling, I'll apologize. Let's hear it now.
I'm not playing an hour of YouTube.
You don't have to play. You don't have to play it. You can play 5 minutes. I'm not.
What does me playing 5 minutes have to do with what do you want other people to chime in and say, hey, yeah, you were yelling, and then you'll come to say, yeah, you're right, I was yelling, my bad. I want you to be an adult and say, you know what? To me or to you, jerk, you were yelling and you perceive me as yelling, my bad. Or you know what? You perceive me as being disrespectful.
The issue I have with you is you chose sides when you shouldn't have been choosing sides.
I didn't choose sides. I gave you an opinion on what I agree.
I have an issue with you because I felt like you were caping for Chips when I thought Chips was yelling from the beginning and wouldn't let me talk and hear what I was saying.
You asked me a question all I was saying was the conversation, and I gave you my opinion. I told you he's the bachelor. He has the right to make decisions and be privy to how things go about his bachelor party.
I don't disagree with that, and I think I do too.
And that's all I said to you. But when you started ranting about threatening, yo, give me my money, give me my money.
Okay, well, let's listen to it again, and if I'm wrong, I'll apologize.
So how much of this do you want me to play for you to realize that you're wrong? Because you're going to be wrong and strong.
All right, before y'all go that route, okay. Chips, go ahead, please. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I mean,
I wanted us to get to a calm point before you got in. That's why I said wait, because I wanted them. At least now they're calm
it's a mute
with
topic
it
right now, but it's a mute topic because they already passed that part. But when you say, and this is just me personally towards you, when you say nobody takes you out for dinner or buys you a steak and wine, that is a product. That is a product of what you want to do for your birthday. You want to throw a party every year, have a palooza, and you say, yo, chip in on this, chip in on that, or you want to get with what's this nigga name, Obi, and throw an event, yo, bring your girls and cop bottles to get section here, whatever, blah blah blah, and that's how I support you because that's what you want to do.
Chips.
It's
coming back to me now. No, hold on. It's coming back to me now. I know what happened. I know what Jerk was talking about now. And I was trying to explain the Chips. I know what Jerk was talking about now, right? And we have a difference in opinion. Jews believe that when I say to somebody, yo, I got, and this happens with everybody, when I say, yo, I got a minimum, they're obligated to do something. And when I was explaining to Jerk and to Chips is that that's not my obligation. If you tell me you want a table,
obligated.
So when you say this, when you say something like, yo, you gave me the crab table, or I didn't do a bottle, blah 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 blah, I'm saying it's not the same. It's not the same to me. It's not the same to me.
Right? What's not the same to you?
If you get a table for you and your girls, you tell me you want a table. There's 5 tables. Sometimes I don't even have I don't have a lot.
But let me ask you a question.
That is not you celebrating my faith or doing me a favor. No. I don't interpret it that way. I don't appreciate it being interpreted that way.
No, I'm not saying it's a favor. What I'm saying is, do you not, and you answer this honestly, please, do you not come to us say, yo, I got sections. Can you what up? You gonna cop a bottle or whatever? Hold it down. Do you not come to us for access to if we would do that? Or we're gonna do that?
If you would do that, or would you like a table?
Both, in my opinion.
No,
but feel free to answer.
I have a lot of people who come to my shit who don't do a table at all, and I don't have a problem with that. I don't have.
I didn't say you have a problem with it. I didn't say you have a problem, but I'm gonna look in the chat real quick. Hold on.
I don't even know why this was brought up.
I don't even either. That was the beef I had, and that was the beef I had.
No.
I don't know why you're bringing
that. This was brought up because he said something in reference to that, and I don't want him to feel that way because that's not how I treat niggas. So
I'm not even sure if this is like how he feels about the group. I know you can't feel that way with me.
What do you mean?
You cannot feel the way what you just said. Niggas don't do this, X, Y, and Z.
No, I'm saying you.
Because I've been bought bottles. I drove you around in my car for a whole summer, 2 summers. There's been birthdays and dinners that I had that you didn't even show up to, and I bought him plenty of bottles and didn't put mad money to your parties. I put money on the DJ.
Why do you guys coming to a party and getting a table at a party where you have joints and I spend money on the table too as a favor, as like.
It's not a favor. It's supporting your birthday. Okay, how about driving you around in the car when I pick you up? Summers.
We hang out. We're friends. What are you talking about? We're friends.
Exactly.
Why are you equating that? Why are you equating that to me wanting to know that you guys changed the spot? You went to Puda and he knew you changed the spot, and Puda told me that. He came to me and was like, "Oh, niggas came to me in the spot, taking the spot. That's if I wanted to stay here, did I want to stay there?" You didn't send me that courtesy.
Okay, so Hef, you didn't say that night as far as that part of it. Now, granted, after the fact, when we got to the root of it, yes, y'all did express that, and me, you, and Chips came to an understanding of what it was that you were beefing about because Jerk checked out. Let me finish. I got you. Now, when I listened to y'all played for me the YouTube, did Hef come in hot with what he was saying? Yes. Tone or octave level? No. Hef was real low with it, but Hef said, "Yo, well, then give me my money back." The person that started yelling first was Chips.
Yes.
And Chips acknowledged that. So that part of it, yes. But Hef initiated with
nobody was saying it was yelling. No one said you were yelling.
Once again,
when you signed on, you said I crashed out and I was spazzing, and I wasn't spazzing. I said, "Yo, y'all are wilding."
Can you just say
I said, "Y'all are wilding. How could you change the venue and not tell dudes who were going that the venue's being changed?" You guys replied and said, "Hold on a second."
And at the end of the day, for that part of it, you made your point clear. We explained the reasoning behind it, and we all came to terms of understanding. Okay, this is why that made sense. Cool, great.
And if you listen to the video again, when I was trying to explain to Chips was before we even got into the money to that extent. It was like, "Yo, it's my event. I should have a say." It wasn't about whether you should have a say or not. It's about
I got him.
Why can't I have a say as well?
Get your bitch ass up. Oh.
Why did you stop, bro?
Close that door. Close that door.
I shot him.
I can't.
Got him.
Nigga shot a rock.
I got an assist on the smoke. That must mean there's somebody else here or not.
Yeah, he's on that roof.
So hold on. Like, so you mad because they changed the venue without letting you know? That's what you're mad.
I wasn't mad.
No. That's what I'm saying. That's what it's about.
I say, yo,
okay.
He was mad.
I say, yo,
but he has the right though. He has the right to be mad.
No, it didn't start there. It got there. I said, yo,
hold on.
I said, yo, y'all are
I don't even know why you started.
See, hold on. Don't say it didn't start there, Hef, because your first statement was, no, that's not how that goes. Y'all need to tell niggas first. I want my money back. That was because I said that to you from jump. You started with that, Hef.
That was my first issue.
So Dutch is here. Play the YouTube. If
why am I playing the YouTube why do you need another person?
I'm not listening to an hour YouTube.
It's not a YouTube. It's 5 minutes. If Dutch feels like I was wilding, I'll apologize.
You need another person besides you.
All right, no, hold on.
Listen.
Hold on. Play the YouTube. Play the YouTube for him, please. And listen to how everybody's talking. Listen to how he comes in when he finds out what we're talking about.
No. Don't set it up. Just play the YouTube. Don't set it up. Just play the YouTube.
Jump up there. Oh. I'm like, how the fuck he got mad? A lot of time getting over there.
By UAV over here. Somebody about to load out right here.
How the fuck y'all niggas jumped over there like that?
And in fairness to Chips, when she got chill for a second, he said, "Yo, the plan was to put it in the chat and tell dudes, yo, if you don't like it, I'm sorry, maybe he didn't say you don't like it. If you don't like
had a trophy.
This switch, what's over there? What's going on over there?" He was like, "Yo, we'll give dudes their money back." I said, "Yo, that's not the point. It's not about wanting the money back."
Yeah, you did say that because you said you don't want people to have their money back, and we explained to you the reason for that was because we know it was definitely not the plan, but it was also a reason behind us saying that rather than making niggas feel a certain type of way.
I would say.
But don't leave out the part where niggas told you, Hef, that if you want it, you can't say after the fact. Just like now, when you say, I went to Jerk and I kept asking Jerk because I wanted him to be impartial, but then you say, well, why did you get involved? Like you can't have it back and
Jerk.
forth.
No, he wasn't impartial. He wasn't listening.
You said, but you said you wanted him to be.
No. Because I felt like he was caping for chips.
Yeah, but you said he shouldn't have been.
No, because that's not how it works, right?
Because he didn't agree with you though. You have to appreciate and accept a nigga not agreeing with you, bro.
Yeah, I didn't know him. I don't have a problem with Jerk. He got a problem with me. That's the point. And my point is, all right, Jerk. You feel like it's Chips Day. You should, not a best man, a groomsman should do whatever and anything for Chips, regardless of how you feel. And that's his opinion. That's his opinion. I didn't like Chip's attitude, and I didn't like the fact that he was all in the middle of something. And we should have a conversation. And I was simply saying I want the same rights that he has, and really he should have no rights. Period.
And again, don't forget when we got to the part about when we asked you in the beginning, you fell back and stopped giving your opinion. So we wouldn't have thought, okay, we're going to include you in your thought process. We said that too.
That's you and Jerk to say that. I'm saying Chips being the most vocal one didn't make any sense to me. Like, Chips, why are you the most vocal one?
Because it doesn't make sense doesn't make it not right, sir.
It's not about what was right. I had no clue Chips was so heavily involved. So when he was getting all rah, I was like, why are you the one doing all the talking?
I hope you're putting up the stream, brother.
I feel like the stream is not needed. At the end of the day,
no, it's needed.
No.
It's needed.
I feel like so the reason I say I feel like it's not needed is because in one breath you wanted me to be the middle person and the person of reason. Now you want another person just to then say, hold on, let me finish my sentence, please. But then for you to now say, oh well, if Dutch say I was wilding, then I'll apologize. I didn't say you were wilding. No, I told you where the sentence was.
I said if they spoke to me like you did from the beginning, it would have been a non-issue.
Yeah, I know.
That's what I said. If Jerk either did what you did and Chips wasn't the one leading the conversation, it would have been completely different. Fuck. That's all I'm saying. And then I was like, yo, I want Jerk to talk. Jerk didn't like what was going back and forth with me and Chips. And he was like, I don't want to talk. I'm muting you.
But what does that have to do with you telling Dutch right now what I just said that you just said?
Because me and Jerk are not going to come to resolution, and Chips is going to say he wasn't, that I was the one that made it hostile. When I think Chips made it hostile. So
but you already have somebody that confirmed both sides already.
What is the problem with just playing the YouTube?
Hold on. He's playing it. Hold on. Let's listen.
I can't hear it.
Yeah, hold it closer, Dirk. Rewind it. Because the beginning is very important.
He may get in the run game as well.
And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. That punt finishes as
it was a bigger building. It looked like more luxurious, but
probably the rooms were probably smaller too. Fuck you talking about? Had no commonplace.
Talking about Columbia, brother.
I'll change the spot.
Yeah.
And then tell the room.
You get the details, brother.
Nah, y'all are wildin', bro.
What you mean wildin'?
Dream, you gotta tell the room, bro. You tell me.
You don't know why. You don't even know why.
I don't care.
You just assuming it was like a random change.
I'm not assuming it's a random change. I always had questions. What question did you have? How are you going to pay for a 23-room spot with 13?
Okay. So
what if I told you that it's half the price?
I don't care. I want to know where I'm staying at. Very meticulous.
You're staying in a very nice place, sir.
I'm that bond. I don't know why.
Going, nigga.
That's not how that works.
What you mean?
You got your deposit, man.
You don't check with the bachelor if he's gonna like a place?
No.
Well, that's not me, nigga.
Unless he's paying.
Deployment to the war zone. I need to know. You don't get to dictate because you're paying. What are you talking about?
That's how. I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about you.
What if I want to enjoy myself and I'm not gonna enjoy what you pay?
You're fucking. I don't know. You're I don't like it? You just come along for the ride.
But what if I don't like it? I come along for the ride?
Niggas ain't asked me if I like it. I'm paying.
Yeah, bottom back.
You don't like it?
I don't know what I saw the first spot. I ain't seen the new spot.
All right, so can you pause it right now? So you don't think you came in hot, not yelling, but came in hot. Now I counted 4 times.
No.
You said you okay. I counted 4 times. You said y'all are bugging or y'all are wilding.
I will say this. I sound like Nightmare, but I don't think I said anything that I was wilding at all. I do sound like Nightmare, which I don't like sounding like, to be honest, because that's how he approaches his business. But I just sound like somebody who's just point blank saying,
"Oh my gosh, bro!"
How he thinks.
This is not where I didn't think you were hot at this point.
Oh, okay, all right. I'm just making sure. You can keep playing.
Okay.
That offended me. But continue.
I couldn't even hear it. So much.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that?
So I'm gonna say exactly what I said.
Who brought up the money? No. Who brought up the money?
I thought you said that offended you.
Jerk did. I overlooked that, and then what did Jerk say? Do you want your money back? Did you hear that?
No, I didn't hear that. Rewind it.
What if I wanna enjoy myself and I'm not gonna enjoy what you pick?
Yes, I don't know what you're good. That's how this works. My opinion, I've done a few bachelor parties. Trust the people that want money don't fix it.
But what if I don't like it?
You just come along for the ride.
But what if I don't like it? I come along for the ride?
Niggas ain't asked me if I like it. I'm paying.
You don't like it?
I don't know what I like. I saw the first spot. I ain't seen the spot. You got a lot.
You're going to stop being a nigga and support the trouble.
No, you're being a nigga.
You want your money back?
You just said, give me back my money.
No.
You said it first, Have.
No.
You said it first, Have. You said, give me my money back. Because I told you that when I listened to it. When I listened to it, I told you that, son. I told you, you said it first.
I said, don't fuck with my money. Don't play with my money. That's what I said.
Play it again, Jerk,
Nah.
please.
It sounds like give me my money back, though.
Play it again, Jerk.
Listen again.
Listen.
Stop being a nigga and support the trouble.
No, you're being a nigga. What's my money?
You want your money back?
Did you hear that time?
I said, don't fuck with my money.
He said, don't play with my money.
He said,
okay, don't play with my money. Okay, that's that. And then you said you want your money back, and that's pissing
I
me
said,
off.
do you want your money back?
But you brought up money first.
Because I have a right to a say.
Nah, don't say. But you just argued that you didn't bring it up first.
No. I didn't say give me my money back. I said, don't play with my money.
Yeah,
hold on.
Don't call me a nigga.
Hold on.
Don't call me a nigga.
I feel like you insinuated that you wanted your money back.
Look, y'all both wrong. You feel me? But I've been to bachelor parties where shit changed, and it's like long as Chips is happy, because it's not for y'all, it's for him.
Thank you.
You feel me? So if I wouldn't have acted the way you act, huh? Like I wouldn't have got mad because they changed the spot, but
it was a way to say it.
We're gonna play down low, y'all. We're gonna play down low.
Yep.
No, like no, it's not even that. Like
in my opinion.
No, you shouldn't have been tight. Like you shouldn't have been. It was no reason to get like tight about that shit.
I wasn't tight until I dealt with Chips. I don't like dealing with Chips. I don't like his tone, and that's the truth. I had no problem with you.
So let me respond to that.
I wouldn't have had no problem with
Let me respond to that. Let me respond to that. Now, Dutch, in that whole beginning, was I being aggressive? Was my tone loud, or anything?
You said what?
In the beginning. Was I being aggressive? Was my tone loud?
No, y'all was just saying. It was like y'all was just joking. It was like y'all was all joking. But
I literally said you're gonna find out the details, brother.
Yeah.
And then we went into me having to say, and I didn't even get upset at that point. I said, so I can't.
He do, but he do got to say though.
No, can I ask you a question? You don't think it's odd? You don't think that it's odd that the bachelor who is being thrown for is the one doing all the talking and basically telling niggas to fall in line?
That's not what was happening. That's not even what was happening though.
It's like look,
Jerk wasn't doing the explaining. You were doing the explaining.
Yeah, he said he'll tell you later. You didn't even let them get into the details why they had to switch the spot though.
Yep.
I didn't even think Chips knew. In what world? I mean, maybe y'all from different bachelor parties. I've never been in a world where the bachelor is doing all the.
And just because it's different doesn't mean that there's a problem.
Yeah, I'm allowed. But I didn't get mad until I didn't get mad. First of all, I still have the guys mad because you haven't listened to the whole YouTube. You still haven't heard me be mad yet on the YouTube.
How many people?
Son, you were hot, son. What the fuck,
bro?
No. You shouldn't have been mad. Like you wasn't hot, but you was tight about the situation that they changed the frame.
You want to say mad? You want to say hot? You want to say tight? You want to say frustrated, bothered?
Okay. You weren't cool. You weren't cool.
When you got on, did anything happen that should have been diffused by then? I could have still been on that same energy, right? When you
got worse, you escalated.
When you got on the call, there was no problems. I explained. I completely knew that the house would have to change. Even if everything was going your way, I knew the house would have to change.
You didn't know that though, because we didn't. Again, as I explained to you, we didn't have to. Yeah. So you were assuming. You were assuming falsely. You were assuming falsely.
Right. Even if that's the case. The point is, if I want to say in what spot we pick it, right? The same way I was like, oh, this spot is nice. I was involved in the beginning. I was like, oh, this spot is cool, whatever. I could see myself here. I would have paid more to be able to
look. But everybody can't do that.
That's
you can't do that with everybody.
Like
I agree with you.
Because then you're gonna have a house where some people gonna be mad at. Everybody not gonna agree on the same house. Bro.
I agree with you. And if it's in YouTube, I say, well, at least me.
But this is not the same energy you have now. It's not the same energy you had in the conversation on YouTube.
I said it on the YouTube. I said at least. I said you gotta tell me that.
The same energy.
I said at least me. Listen to the YouTube again. I said at least me.
So have 4 people now say you came in hot, bothered, angry, whatever.
You can call it what you want.
No, I'm actually.
You're not acknowledging the fact that
you just said that.
Hold on, let me finish.
That you came in hot. You were gonna say my bad for it.
I'm not saying my bad to you for nothing. I think
you just said you would.
This is why I put you back on mute, nigga. I can't fuck with you, bro.
I can't do that, Hef. You literally just said.
This is what I'm talking about, bro.
No, because you're not acknowledging.
You fucking being wrong and strong. You can't say my bad to your friend that you were being disrespectful, man.
I'm disrespectful to who? Chips?
To me, the whole conversation. He can argue for himself. My part didn't even come up yet.
No. He wasn't being disrespectful.
Because my conversation didn't come. My part didn't come up yet. I'm just chilling right now.
I wouldn't say disrespectful. I didn't feel disrespected until he tried to
for him.
For you, I don't support or spend money at his events. That's when I felt disrespected.
You tried to say a specific event where I was like, y'all chose not to do anything at that event on purpose. On purpose.
What are you talking about?
The party I threw last year, Jerk told me he wasn't doing nothing. I had no problem with that.
That had nothing to do with me though.
What are you talking about? I tried to buy bottles. You said no bottles were being bought.
That had nothing to do with me.
Last year at Writings on the Wall, I was banking on y'all taking
Writings on the Wall. I had the biggest tab. Writings on the Wall was last year.
Sorry, not Writings on the Wall. Lovejoy. I was banking on you to take a spot and you didn't take one.
No,
because you were like, yo, I'm done doing it. I had no problem with that.
No, you're lying to yourself at this point. Remember, we had a problem with the hostess. She said she wasn't supporting you with the bottles. She changed her mind. We had to do a bar tab. I said, let me go get bottles.
Leave that other one marked just in case. I just did this.
Do you remember that?
No.
Do you remember that?
Jerk, you told me you were done doing that kind of shit.
And I still showed up and said, let me buy bottles.
You bought no bottles, Jerk.
Because we couldn't buy bottles. They didn't honor the bottle package.
Jerk, everyone else bought bottles. What are you talking about?
There was no bottles being bought at that
this is my last one, bro.
I had bottles. I want to shoot.
Both of these is hot. Both of these is hot.
I had to talk to the hostess for you for us to get the bottle package.
We all had bottles though. You told me you didn't want to do it.
You told me don't. Why would I buy bottles if I'm the one that supported you by putting another hour in a DJ and then spend another $500 at a bar? They didn't make sense.
Because you said you want to buy bottles because you had no work there.
I would never say that. I would never say that. You got me confused.
Oh my God!
I promise
I don't want to get into why, but
you got me confused with somebody else.
It doesn't even
I promise you. I promise you got me confused with somebody else. I'm gonna tell you what my issue is. You're wrong and strong, and you can't say my bad to your
better. No. I said most of my bad to you. You know why? Because you're clearly a better friend. Hold on. You're clearly a better friend to Chips than I am.
Hold on. No, don't do that.
See that? See that?
He told me. Let me say something. I don't see him being he wasn't disrespectful. He was just stating his honest opinion.
Jerk said that's not what he took as disrespect. So Jerk already said that part wasn't it.
I already told Jerk when he hung up the phone that me and him are different. He told me to my face he had a problem with how I was talking to Chips because he felt like Chips is a good friend and was a bachelor and Chips should and I'm different. I didn't like how Chips was talking to me. I didn't like how Chips was talking to me. And me and Chips resolved our issue. I wish Jerk would have stayed on the phone to hear us resolve it, but he didn't. And therefore his issue stayed unresolved.
Correct.
We good.
So y'all mad because who's a better friend than Chips?
I'm not mad at all. Do I sound mad?
No, I'm just saying.
That's how I took it.
That's where it's coming from. Like,
that's how I took it.
But y'all, it's like this.
This dude really mad at me over.
It's like this. There's nothing to be mad at.
So we had our own separate relationships.
It's like.
No.
I get why you frustrated,
but this team is coming this way.
It's okay. Like it's supposed to be like. If that's your man, you don't care as long as y'all together. You feel me?
And I asked him what I told him when Jerk wasn't on the call. What I told him immediately.
Yeah.
I said I will give $1,000 and be like, yo, have a great time. Really, Chips got mad when I say, yo, if I don't like this place, I'll still come, but I'm gonna stay over here. I don't like the heebie-jeebies, son. I'm very picky
because that's not what Chips want. He want all y'all together.
That's a conversation we can have. And he and I have had that conversation. I said, yo, I'll put in on the first crib and stay the second crib and pay for 2 cribs. I'll come